everyone, so I just thought in this video I would teach you how to play a Wonderwall the proper way. Quite frustrating over the years watching people playing this wrong. They think they've got it down, but they haven't actually got the proper rhythm down. So here on this, as you can see on the screen, I have broken this down into just simple downs and ups. We're not going to get into timing and counting the rhythms, because if you go to count this, it's actually quite complicated. We're going to get straight in and just play all the parts. So you've got three sections. You've got the verse, right, and then you've got a part that only comes in once at the end of the first verse, and then you've got the pre-chorus. Separate part that's on the next page that runs you down through. Now the way I do this is the bass part. And then the chorus. Right, but we're going to go right back to the start. I'm going to run you through it from the very start. Now, just in case you're wondering, the C and D that's on this, there is no C and D in it. It's actually the C add 9 and D7 Sus4 and all those other chords. So I'm going to walk you through these as we're doing it. So the big thing about this song is the fact that every single chord on the verse has a different rhythm. So the first chord's E minor 7. So we've got an E minor chord with your third finger string 2 and your pinky finger on string 1, fret 3. By the way, we have a capo on fret 2 because we're in the key of basically F sharp minor. So we've got an E minor chord, and the very first thing is 3 downs. Down, or E minor 7, sorry. Down, down, down. And then we go to the G. Up, down, down. Now that's just a standard 4-finger G. As you can see on here, we've got a G5. But the cis G here I'm using. Okay, so the first two chords are E minor 7, down, 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 G, up, down, down. Then we've got a D Sus4. Now, the whole theme of this song is that the third finger and the pinky finger are staying on string 2 and 1. Alright, so because of that, then we're bringing the second finger down. So the way I would do this is E minor 7. Move over to the G, come down with your third finger on the D Sus4, and then you can move your first finger to make the S7 Sus4. So D Sus4 is second finger string 3 fret 2, string 2 fret 3, string 1 fret 3, and this is the up down down rhythm. And then we've got the last bit. We're going to take the second finger up with the first finger on string 4 fret 2. And a bit unusual having 3 ups in a row, but up, up, down, down. Now what I would suggest to do when you're working on this is to really take your time with this and do these chords separately, slowly. So E minor 7, down, down, down. On the G, up, down, down, down. On the D Sus4, up, down, down, down. And then S7 Sus4, up, down, down. The one thing I would say is this is the bare bones of it. If you listen to old Gallagher playing, he's probably doing more ups and downs, probably something like this. Right, so you can build on this. This is your basic foundation. You can build on top of this. Okay, so we've got that happening. That's the verse. Right, so C add 9, we're going to use this chord here for the end of the verse. Now, for some reason, when you put it together, it mustn't just suit the melody or the vocals. We've got the C add 9 here. Alright, so we've got C add 9, which is your G chord, moving your first and second finger down. String 4 fret 2, string 5 fret 3. And we're strumming from the 5th string, 4 downs. We want to go to D Sus4, up, down, up. And the only time we use this in this part is the S7 Sus4. Now, there's quite a long bit of rhythm here. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. So again, work through this song in parts. Don't try and do the whole thing. Get the verse tight. I'm teaching this in lessons at the minute, and everybody's finding it easier. Just, I'm saying, right, we'll work on the verse this week. Take your time with it, have a bit of patience. We'll put the end of the verse in, and then we'll start looking at the pre-chorus. So, just a quick run over that end of the verse again. Down, 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 down on C odd 9, D sus4, up, 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 down, down, up, and then move that finger up on the string 4 fret 2 to get the S7 sus4. Down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down, down, up. And in case you wonder what the G5 is, this could be classed as a G5. So basically it's like a fill-in at the end. There's a lot of the ups at the end of lines where we're doing an up strum. And that helps tie it all together. It starts to give a bit of connection. Okay, so the actual pre-chorus then. You'll notice something here. The down, 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 down. Up, 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 down, down, up. Down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down, down, up. It's the exact same thing here, except we're replacing the S7 sus4 with an E minor 7, and that fill is the G5 again. So if we play the pre-chorus, we've got down, 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 up, 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 down, down, up. Okay, so C odd 9 again. Down, 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 down. D sus4, up, 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 down, down, up. And then we go into the E minor 7 on your open chord, and it's the same rhythm as the S7 sus4 here. Exact same thing. So you're really duplicating, except you're just switching out that for an E minor 7. And we've got down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up. And the fill is always these third and fourth finger. So pre-chorus again. C odd 9, 4 downs. Down, 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 down. D sus4. Up, 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 down, down, up. E minor 7. Down, up, down. Do that twice, then do one more line of C odd 9 D sus4, and then on to the next page. So we're going to do the bottom of it again, 4 downs again, third time round. Now, so this is your third time doing the C odd 9 D sus4. Down, 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 up, 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 down, down, up. Then we go down to the bridge. Now, to explain what's going on here, in this part, what we're doing is we've got a G chord. The F sharp G5, you could also call it G5 slash F sharp. Basically, your bass note is up here, right? So you would have the G5. We're going to take that second finger off and put an F sharp note in here. Put the F sharp note in. Now, when you're doing that F sharp note, we're trying to stay away. You don't want string 5 coming through. All right, so you want, and then E minor 7. sus4, and then the S7 sus4 coming in here. So what I'm doing here is replicating the bass. The bass notes are falling down, so it's kind of like working through a scale. And when you're doing one guitar and you're strumming away on your own, it's good to be able to fill in, and this bass strum style is really really important. You'll be able to check that out on some of my other videos on the channel, so do check them out. I'll put a link up the top, and you can check out one of the other videos on the bass drum style. You would see it in things like Johnny Cash, so it'll come in a lot in country stuff. So we're going to go bass down up on a G5, bass down up on the F sharp note, bass down up on the E minor 7, drop down, 4th string open, bass down up on the D sus4. Now have a look at this rhythm on the S7 sus4. It looks really complicated, but it's actually down up down down, down up down down. Well, we should have an extra down in here, so we're going to put that in. Just want to put this in right now when we're doing this. You want to make sure your rhythm's right. This is a good example. If you're ever short on one strum, knocks the whole thing out. So that should be down up down down down, up 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 we've got another line of the same chord. So a really long run of rhythm there, which is why I've got it on 2 lines like that. So we've got, so we're going to run through this S7 Sus4 bit and then go back to the start of the G5. So the S7 Sus4 is down, so down, up, down, down. That takes us back to the G, so bass, down, up, F sharp note, down, up, E minor 7, down, up, D Sus4, down, up, S7, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, 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 down. Actually, I'm just thinking here when we look at this, because I'm letting the bass ring, I see now why I left that out. It actually is. There you go, you learn something new every day. So, bass, up, down, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up. Now, one thing you might find when you're playing this song is you get sore fingers. I can actually feel that, and I'm playing guitar every day and teaching every day. It's because we're holding this in for so long. But don't let that put you off. Your fingers do harden up. This is a brilliant song to learn. Sometimes people call this a beginner's song, but it's really at least an intermediate song because of the rhythm. So let's run through the whole bridge then. So you've got G5, bass, down, up, F sharp, E minor 7, D Sus4, really long A7. So we're going to let this bass ring, bass on the 5th. So we got bass, up, down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Now if you need to, put the video back a bit, watch that again, because it is quite a tricky wee bit. It is a bit off-putting when you look at that, but don't worry. Take your time. The best thing I could suggest is even before you're holding the chord, just and then do it really slowly. Take your time with it. You'll probably find in this song that the chorus is actually an easier part of it. So it's the exact same rhythm on the chorus as it is on the pre-chorus here, but we're changing the chords around, which also makes things a lot easier. So you start with the C odd 9. It's only singing, I said maybe that bit. So you've got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. So you've got down, 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 down. Really slowly. C odd 9, down, 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 down. Switch to E minor 7, up, 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 down, down, up. Go to G, down, up, down, down, down. Back to E minor 7, up, 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 down, down, up. So we'll put that chorus together. C odd 9, up, up, E minor 7, G. Comes to the pause bit, we just let the E minor 7 ring, and then it's a fill-in part where I think he does on S7 Sus4. So it's like, and then it goes back in again. So basically that's all the parts of Wonderwall. As I say, fingers might be a bit sore, but that's pretty normal. If you need to, you could always put lighter strings on, but capo does make things a bit easier. So yeah, so as I was saying in the bridge part, that bass strum kind of thing, that's the way I play and that's the way I teach it. I like everybody to kind of have as full a sound as they can when they're playing. And also, if you'd like a copy of that sheet there, send me, just comment below the video, and I can get in touch with you and we can get you a copy of that. And it's an easy way to kind of follow it. So hope you find that useful, and I hope you can work your way through that. And definitely brilliant song to learn. So see how you go working on that. And as I say, take your time with it. Do each verse or each part separately. Just work through them separately, and then at the end put it all together. And I'll see you pretty soon in the next video.